let's talk about the baseball team, why don't we?
It's time for the High Hopes Jackie Baseball Report. Here's Jackie Baseball.
So it is a different lineup tonight.
Again.
Yeah. So
I don't even know what the regular lineup is. It's been sort of
It's changing a lot.
Yeah, it's been changing a good bit. I feel like Bohm's been moving around. Marsh has been moving around.
Feels like they have it pretty set against righties, but lefties kind of throws it out of whack a little bit. So no real Muto in the lineup tonight. Now maybe because
Needs a day off.
No off day this week, right? Oh no, Monday was an off day.
Monday was an off day.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. So maybe let him catch the weekend. They want him. Wheeler probably wants him to catch him on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I guess that's probably why they would do it. But so no real Muto tonight.
No hit. Marshawn is in.
No, Stubbsy's in.
Stubbsy.
Hell yeah, feels like a win.
I know Stubbs can play other positions
theoretically.
Well, I mean, they've done it now.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need 3 catchers on the roster.
I know. Well, especially because they had a perfect opportunity in that Friday night against the Rockies. If they feel like JT couldn't bunt, you could put Stubbs into bunt.
Yes.
And have him. They have enough options there.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a little bit of overkill.
Yeah.
I think they're worried about DFAing Marshawn because
somebody will pick him up.
Yeah. So we'll see. But Stubbs is in there, and no Adolis. So he had a horrible series against the Red Sox. I think he's 0 for his last 23 or 22. So they've been doing this with guys that are struggling. They've been sitting them. Now Trey was sick the other night, but they've been kind of sitting him. I don't know.
It's not Reyes, is it?
No. So it's
right.
Turner, Schwarber, Harper. Boom, back to the cleanup spot.
Well, he's 8 of his last 18.
He's hot in May.
He is.
He's hot in
Another
May.
Donnie baseball moment.
Yep.
Sat Bohm down for 2 nights, and now he's hot.
He's back to being Alec Bohm.
Yep.
Brandon Marsh is in right field. Stoddard is at second base. Edmundo Sosa is in left field.
He can play left.
He can't play left.
Really?
No.
He's got to be better than Reyes.
I don't know.
Dude, Reyes is...
Reyes is I don't know why Reyes is still here.
Reyes might be the worst outfielder I've ever seen.
Well, 2018 Rhys Hoskins is the worst outfielder of all time.
Okay.
And then, Felix Reyes is certainly up there.
Yes.
Kemper's up there. Now, Kemp is raking at AAA again.
Oh,
We're about ready for the Reyes for Kemp swap.
I don't know. Reyes had that look on his face last night like he was hoping the ball wasn't hit to left field.
Yeah. And he just played that one off the wall that allowed Montestero to get the
Yep.
second base.
Yep.
So, but Edmundo out there looks like an infielder playing the outfield.
Okay. All right.
So
I don't remember it.
Athletic-wise, he could probably do it, but he does not move like an outfielder. For
Okay.
sure. Like sometimes you see some infielders go out there and play center field. Like I think Stock could play center field if he wanted to. Trey could if he wanted to. Edmundo does not move like an outfielder. And then they put Crawford in center field. So the outfield tonight is Crawford in center, Sosa in left, and Marsh in right.
Okay.
So it was a good series win up in Boston.
Yep.
Tight series win.
Yes.
The offense did not go up there and put on a show.
No.
Ranger was really good. They got him out of there. It felt like a little bit early.
Like 70-some pitches.
But I think it was because his last start, he left the start with hamstring issues, and they probably didn't want to push it. I was surprised that I thought Donnie Baseball was pushing it a little bit with Luzardo there.
But he got out of it.
He did.
Yeah.
So double, and then double. He got a Abreu out, and then 2 straight righties with Bolin up in the bullpen. I thought he kind of dodged a bullet, but Luzardo just might be the year for him where he has flashes of greatness, and then he'll have the starts where he allows 6 in 4 innings.
I just like that he hit a couple of rough spots and pitched his way out of it. He has meltdown potential all the time. He didn't melt down last night, and he got him out of it. 6 shutout innings.
No, he didn't. Sorry, yes, he did.
Yeah.
They're 72 and 22 in games than Schwarber Hobers in during his Phillies career, which is a pretty crazy number.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think his greatness as a Philly gets underrated.
I agree, actually.
Yeah.
I'm turning on that.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
His greatness gets underrated.
Yeah.
He's on pace for 67 home runs, I believe, which is
outrageous.
Which is all of a sudden he's leading.
Coming off 56.
Yeah. I mean, he's he might be a better case for him for 600 than 500.
Well, you know what he did? Well, because
Let's get the 500
Well, he's a
first.
DH, so he could stick around for a while.
Yeah.
And there's not nearly as much wear and tear when you're a DH because you're not running around in the field. I think he needs another, not for the Phillies thing that you're talking about, that sort of greatness. He just needs another great playoff series, and because the last couple of years in the playoffs have not been great for him. And I think just for a Phillies, like all-time Philly stuff,
Yeah.
it's hard to be thought of as all-time Philly without winning a World Series. But I think he needs for people to start thinking about
he needs
him
to have a
that way.
postseason moment for sure.
Yeah, it's been a while since
I
we've
agree.
had,
And let me just throw this out there, because I can sense when people starting to kick a little dirt over legends.
Well, Giglio
the
loves to
Ryan
do that.
Howard stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As great as I feel about Kyle Schwarber and what he's doing right now, think about what Ryan Howard was doing.
Yes.
This ain't Ryan Howard level yet.
Well, Howard is MVP year hit 313.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly. And he
Yeah.
played first base.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's great what Schwarber is doing. I'm just saying this shouldn't minimize what Ryan Howard did. It should make you appreciate what Ryan Howard did, because I think it was more spectacular, and they actually did it into the postseason and won a World Series.
Yeah,
and got to another World Series.
People are prisoners of the moment with
Yeah.
that sort of stuff, and I think
I don't want to.
Well-
like, Ryan Howard's greatness sometimes gets taken for granted here.
100%. I totally agree with you. What Giglio's going off of is home run per plate appearance.
Yeah,
As a Philly.
don't care about that.
Because he's number one.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's fine.
But it's also because,
we had
Howard's
the end
last,
of Howard's
yeah,
career.
That
Yes.
weighs down what he was doing.
Yes.
He was the
Yes.
preeminent power hitter in baseball
Yes.
from 06 to 2011.
He was unbelievable.
Yep.
Yes, he was unbelievable.
that's all I'm saying.
Yes, I agree.
And Schwarber does
And
not
you're
have.
right. That is directed at Giglio.
I know.
Yeah.
Schwarber does not have a moment like "Get me to the plate, boys."
Yes.
No,
For
he has
sure.
not. He has
Love
not.
Schwarber. Love him. Love my lefties. But
Yeah.
Ryan Howard, man. Now, Schwarber is there because I don't miss a Schwarber at bat. But I never missed a Ryan Howard at bat doing
No,
that, bro.
no.
Now, if he doubles, Howard never had back 250 home run seasons. He had a couple 40s in there. It would be impressive if Schwarber goes 56 and then 50 some again.
I think
Yes.
he's going to be impressive. Yeah, and I think he's
Yeah.
going to do it. He may break Ryan Howard's
might do
team
it.
record. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. I just think the 200-plus strikeouts as well, and being just a DH.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're on my team. On Team DH, not quite as impressive as
Yeah,
having to
well,
play the field.
Well, and Fraud Tani, by the way.
Yes,
I don't know
know.
if he's even that good of a DH anymore.
well,
No, yeah, because he's focused on winning the Cy Young
Well,
this year.
he really does remind me a lot of Wilt Chamberlain.
yeah, Wilt Otani. Yeah, just cares
That's
about
not bad.
stats.
Well, they don't care
Wow.
about winning. They
Yeah.
care about. They,
Oh, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to lead the league in pitching.
I'm going to lead an assist.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds like LeBron.
No, it sounds like Wilt.
Yeah, it is. He's got a
Well,
little
LeBron
Wilt to
did
him.
the whole I'm going to lead the league in assist thing.
Well, he stole that from Wilt. Wilt's the original. Wilt's the original. So Schwarber's on a, and like by
I
pace,
love Schwarber,
by
man.
pace wise, he is pacing at the level of like McGuire,
Yeah.
Sosa, Bonds,
Without the juice.
without the juice.
That we know of.
Without the juice.
Well, he doesn't look like it.
He
Yes.
doesn't really
Yeah.
look like it.
Yeah.
No. So Schwarber's impressive.
Yeah.
Feels like the bullpen's rounding into form.
Yes.
Ever since that Ike dropped Brad Keller,
And I picked him up on the air because
Yeah.
I said he dropped him. And I'm
5
like,
strikeouts in 2 games.
Yep, and a win. Got a win last night.
All of us. The further he gets away from the Imagine Dragons walk-in song, I think that helps as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel like a dork out there on the mound. So Brad Keller looks pretty good. Duran was great last night, and Spike was begging for a clean 9th.
Yes.
Mostly clean.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say.
Well, there
he
was
struck
one
out
base
3.
runner. Yes.
He struck out 3. I care more about the strikeouts than base runners. I need strikeouts from him. I need strikeouts. Like he
Yes.
can't be a pitch to contact at 100 miles an hour.
No.
So
because pitch to contact is that's one mistake away from
They're
like,
usually hard hit balls.
yes. Yeah.
they are. And then the thing that Spike is keeping track of almost psychotically right now is
Yes.
the one error in the Donnie baseball era.
So they have had one error in the 16 games of Donnie baseball. They had 19 errors in the 28 games previous.
Yeah.
So that is crazy to look at.
And Trey was amazing defensively last night.
The last 2 games, he's
Big
yes.
play in the 5th to go track that ball and tell Reyes to get out of the way. And then the 6th made the diving play on
Yeah, with the infield in, I think it was, or
Yeah.
in-ish, you know. Yeah.
Some people were complaining about Bellisterio's Monasterio not going home on that pitch on contact.
Oh, really?
First off, he would have been thrown out. And,
Yeah, easily.
and Trey had gone to his right. That's a play where I think if you're a base runner, you freeze because you're worried
You
about
see it,
and
yeah.
you're worried about him throwing behind you
Yes, to third. Yes.
and tagging you out there, and you'd rather just you'd rather be a little bit safe.
He's been pathetic at the plate, but he's been I give him credit in the field because he truly has gone from being nervous every time you hit the ball at him. Then last year he was good, he was normal, and this year I think he's been above average.
He's
I
had
think
a
he's
couple
been
that
really
have been like
good.
right at him that he's missed, which is annoying, the routine ones.
Yeah.
But he's made some spectacular plays.
Yeah.
At the plate, he is
Yes.
brutal.
Team is starting to round into. It's getting there.
Everything's getting normal.
I mean, well, listen. Here's the thing, and I say this every year.
Every year is early.
It's early.
Yeah.
I say that every year, and this team usually rounds itself in the form. The problem is they don't do anything in October anymore.
No.
Well, they haven't.
I mean, that's the problem. The last
Yeah.
2 years, they don't do anything in October anymore.
Yeah, they are. The reason that I focus so much on the errors and the mental errors,
Which is legitimate.
is a series like the one we just had, because the offense isn't going to be the offense we want. Truly, they're sometimes they're going to be like what you had this series. You're going to score 6 or 7 runs in 3 games, but when you have the pitching that you have, if you can play solid baseball, you can walk away and win a series 2 out of 3 games instead of losing it if you don't shoot yourself in the foot and give up extra runs and extra outs, which is what they were doing.
Yep.
And they look crisper
Yes.
right now as a team. And then you can, if you're crisp that way, you can rely on starting pitching. You can't rely on starting pitching when you're running into outs on the base paths and giving up outs in the field.
The little things in October turn into big things in October.
Yes.
Like, again, the wheel play the Dodgers pulled off against the Phillies in Game 2.
Yeah.
Like, the Phillies in a million years, the
Couldn't have
last
done
couple
that.
years, would not be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
So they need to be able to do those things in order to win in October. You need the home runs. I think that's huge. You need to be able to slug 100%. Obviously, we know the pitching, you know the bullpen. I think you feel pretty good about both aspects right now.
Yeah.
But if they're not going to be some juggernaut offense, you have to be able to do little things and win baseball.
But here's the thing for me, and this is where I'll give Spike credit, because it took me a little while to accept this part of it, which I think is absolutely true. The firing of Rob Thompson woke the team up.
It did.
It
Yes.
needed to be done. Like, these guys are the same players they've always been. Why they played sloppily early in the season, who knows? It wasn't Rob Thompson's fault. It's their fault.
Yes.
And so maybe getting the manager fired took away any blame. You can only look at yourself at this point, and now you got to step up and do the things you're supposed to do.
Yeah, we can say they have not played the toughest teams in the world, but
No, it's the way they're playing, yeah.
But errors have nothing to do with
Yeah.
the team that you're playing. Base running has nothing to do with
Yep.
the team that you're playing. None of those things. It wasn't about Rob Thompson being, as you said, it wasn't about Rob Thompson being a bad manager. It was about wake them up before we lose the season.
Yep.
And they did.
But I also
that was right.
I also think what Mattingly is doing is he is doing more of the small stuff, focusing more on the small stuff.
Sure.
And I think that's been one of the tangible differences.
But here, let me throw this at you.
Yeah.
Because when you fired a manager and you're 10 games below 500, all those guys who didn't want to bunt because they think they're stars and they want to go up there and swing away and they know it all, that Rob Thompson wouldn't push them to do. Now when you fire the manager and you stink as a team, you don't have a choice but to do those things.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you don't have a choice
Yes.
but to do those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's another reason why the firing sort of snapped them out of it.
Yeah, and it who knows how the season goes, but I keep saying it. It looks like we're going to have a season now.
At
And
least
that
they're
is-
playing to their potential
yes,
now.
They're going to
Yes.
give themselves a chance. The thing that you said is right. They're starting to look like themselves. Like Bryce is having a great year. Schwarber's having a great year. Bohm looks like he is starting to normalize. Stott looks like he's starting to normalize. The starting pitching looks good, as we expected it to. And now with the bullpen getting there, we have Duran back. As you mentioned, Keller is starting to, round into form. Even Alvarado looks, better now. And they're not shooting themselves in the foot. And who knows what October holds, but it looked for a minute like we couldn't even think about October, and we
Yeah.
can start thinking about it now.
Yep.